Hello everyone, hello, welcome to a 3am challenge. I'm your host, the Great Creepypasta, and today is 3am tonight. We are going to be summoning the long horse. Now make sure to like and subscribe. Shout out to our subscriber who wanted me to do it. Please go follow his or her YouTube channel. Link will be down in the description below. Comment at the video. Let's do this thing. We're going to be doing a reaction video to summon the long horse. So let me explain how we do the challenge. The 3am is the town current activity where goons, goblins, ghosts, etc. All that supernatural power is as a maximum from 3am, goes back down to normal, hits 4am, everything's back to normal. So let me explain how the challenge goes. There's a number one rule in this 3am challenge I suggest you all follow. It's this. Set your alarm clock for 5 or 10 minutes before 3am. Put cold water face heavily wake up. Make yourself presentable. Read the instructions 2 times before you start. Have one of these drinks. I suggest you all follow it. Have water or milk or soda or tea or hot chocolate. Whatever you do, do not have coffee. Because coffee you keep up all night long. You won't have any sleep after 4am. Literally. Next, you should be golden. Now, here's the thing if you do not follow this number one rule at 3am. For example, say you wake up at 3am or after 3am, you're half asleep, and even if you do like the instructions like half complete or fully complete, the challenge is not going to work. You have to be extremely wide awake to do it. So here's how we're going to do the challenge. Set your alarm clock for 5 or 10 minutes before 3am. Put cold water, please help wake up. Make yourself presentable. Read the instructions 2 times before you start. Have water, milk, soda, tea, hot chocolate, no coffee. Coffee keep up all night long. Lock the windows, lock the doors, turn off all the lights, go into bedroom, close the door, lock it, sit in our bed, watch the video to the very end. And while we're watching it all the way to the very end, we might see glitching, and we might see his or her ghost appear like literally 2 times. We don't know if the long horse is a female or a male, so we're going to call it it. If it ghost appears like literally 2 times, and at the end, if we see more glitching, the lights might go out. Now, if we hear knocking at the door or tapping at the window, that means he's here. So whichever one he's going to appear, he can literally teleport in your house and make himself smaller to enter into your house, your home. Literally. It's going to be fucking terrifying. So if I hear tapping like at the window, he's going to transform into a giant, just tap, because I'm on the second floor and stuff. And if he comes in the door, he's gonna be like a midget, a 5'2" or a 5'1" or a 4'7", whatever. He can like transform into small, medium, or large, or giant, depending how. There. If he's out the door, I'm gonna have to barricade the door with my body. If he's out the window, I cannot have him see where I am, because if he sees, he can enter into this room and strangle me to death. So if we hear and see him, or if we see him out the window, or I'm just going to say this. If we see him out the window, we have to turn on a light. We hear flashing lights and vanishing sounds. If we see him out the door, or if we hear knocking, the objective for you is to not let him see you, because if he sees you, you are dead. So if we hear knocking at the door, we have to barricade it with our bodies and stuff, and keep that up until it hits 4am. Otherwise, you're dead. Basically. And then if he tries to open the door with his mouth, we have to run and turn on the light ASAP. We'll hear flashing lights and vanishing sounds. Now we might hear him with a nay or whatever he sounds like. I don't know, but I guarantee that nay sounds like a monster voice, not a normal horse. So wish me good luck. Let's do this thing. We turn on the light. We'll hear flashing lights and vanishing sounds. Only means that it's 4am and we have succeeded the 3am challenge. Enough talking. Let's do this thing. This is going to be very terrifying in every way. Okay, so before we start, I'm going to give you all a tip. Yes, I know I see glitching, which means the challenge is working. Okay. I'm going to give you a tip. If this video is 5 minutes or 7 minutes, you must watch all the way to the very end. No cheating, no shortcuts. Do not watch it for a minute or a minute 30 seconds or 30 seconds. Even if you see glitching or no glitching, the challenge will not work. You must watch all the way to the very end. That's the number one tip I'm going to guys give you. Let's do this thing. Look how creepy it is. Okay, let's start, shall we?
It was the middle of the night, and I was driving my car through a poorly lit country road. My wife was sitting in the front seat, and my 2 children were in the back. We were driving back home after visiting my in-laws in their country house. We should have left earlier, and the children should have been in bed by now, but time just flew by. In fact, I was the only one awake, and everyone else was sleeping in their seats.
I don't blame them.
I also started to feel sleepy, so I tried to focus. I could not get distracted. That was a dangerous road with some really sharp turns after all. And to make matters worse, a storm was starting to break out and the wind started to shake the tree branches. I could only think about finally getting home and resting in my bed. I thought about putting some music on or roll down the window to wake myself up, but that would wake up the others, so I tried to just focus on the road. But I couldn't help it. My eyelids felt heavy and my eyes were closing. I thought that nothing bad would happen if I rested my eyes for just an instant. There were barely any other cars on the road, and it was unlikely an animal would cross at this hour. My hands were driving automatically, my mind started to get foggy, and I entered a semi-conscious state. I have no idea if what happened next was real or a product of my imagination. When I made a turn on the next curve, I could distinguish in the darkness a strange figure by the side of the road. Some sort of animal, but not a normal one. At first I thought it was a skeleton of a horse, since I could distinguish a horse's skull in that figure. However, I realized the skull had a long and thin neck coming out of it, like a snake, which seemed to have no end. Suddenly, the creature raised its head and looked directly at me. The shock scared me so much that I lost control of the car, getting off-road and hit in a tree. I then woke up in a shock and realized I was just dreaming. I fully regained consciousness, seeing I was still driving my car and my family was still asleep. Fortunately, the shock kept me awake, but I couldn't stop thinking about the meaning of that vision and of such a strange and creepy creature. Then I heard the voice of my youngest son behind me. He insisted that we left the road and went back to Grandpa and Grandma's house. I told him we couldn't go back since we would be arriving to the city pretty soon, but he kept insisting, saying that we had to go back or something terrible would happen to us, and that a long horse just told him so. Surprised by such a coincidence with my dream, I asked him where the long horse was, and he pointed to one side of the road. And there it was again, with its sinister skull without a jaw and its infinite neck producing chilling crackles. I immediately stepped on the brake, turned the car around, and drove back to my in-laws' house. Through the rearview mirror, I could see how that unnerving creature was looking directly at us. My wife woke up and alarmed to ask me why we were turning back. Covered in a cold sweat, I didn't even know how to respond. And I just said that the weather was terrible and the road was very dangerous right now, so it was best for us to go back and spend the night at her parents' house. She thought that was strange, but when she saw how scared I was, she just complied. The next morning, my youngest son and I were eating breakfast in silence, still in shock by what had happened the night before. On TV, a news story broke out saying that there was an accident in the same road we were driving on. A tree fell due to the bad weather, blocking the way, and a driver who had no time to react crashed with it. Everyone in the car died. My son and I looked at each other, horrified, when we realized how close we were to a certain death. Its head is a horse's skull without a jaw, which is connected to a long and pale neck with some strands of black mane. Long horse's neck is completely flexible. It's infinitely large and produces crackles when it contorts and moves in every way imaginable. Curiously, it is said that it also exudes the smell of cinnamon and that it enjoys offerings such as apples and small cats. Another image, this time in the suburbs of a city, with the following text. Every night, it curved into his dreams, folded into view from around impossible corners.
Okay, when I know how to drive, I'm not going down this highway.
Silently glided. He thought putting some distance between the thing he'd found in the attic and himself might help, but no, it met him on the road. A third time appeared a later time, an ancient cave painting which suggested that Long Horse could have existed since ancient times, and that despite its creepy appearance, it could be a being who protects humans, who warns them about any danger or disaster they could be getting close to so they can avoid it. Thus, Long Horse has the power to predict the future and can also teleport to whatever it wants. Its infinite neck is capable of bending the laws of physics, defy gravity, and contort to unthinkable extremes. Trevor himself mentioned one time that if you look directly at Long Horse's neck for a while, the neck will wither and fade to dust. But Long Horse will not be affected.
Wow. Just wow. That was insane. Okay, the phone's glitching. Oh no. Holy shit. Okay. Tell me in the comments below if you hear or see Long Horse. Give me the timestamp. Right now, I'm scared. If he sees me, I'm doomed. Okay, nothing yet. That's knocking. Where is he? He's not at the door. Oh my god. I'm on my bed. There's no way he's gonna see me. I'm asleep. I would never summon him. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Oh, okay. He sees me. He sees me right on. What the? Oh my god. What the fuck just happened? Okay, let's review on what the fuck just happened. We watch the video to the very end. We see glitching. We see its ghost appear 2 times. We see more glitching. Let's go out. Then we hear knocking. It's not at the goddamn door. It's at the window. I look. Anyone saw his spirit appear? Tell me in the comments below. That was terrifying as fuck. That was terrifying. Holy shit. It was so scary. I had to, like, get on my bed for him not to see me, and then he saw me. I had to get away from the window. Otherwise, he was going to see me really quick. I get on the bed. He doesn't see me. Then he sees me. And then I turn on the light ASAP. Otherwise, he's going to teleport himself in through the window and end me. Yeah, I know. We turn on the light. We hear and see flashing lights. If anything sounds only means one thing only. It's a 4 a.m. Make it. Okay, we made it. Okay, guys, I hope you all enjoyed. Please like, comment, hit that subscribe button. Shout out if you're all new. Considering the fact that it's 4 a.m. and we made it, I'm going to go out there. It's safe to leave my bedroom. Considering the fact that it's 4 a.m., I'm going to go take a shower and go to bed. Oh my god. Let me show you where he was before I end the video. His face was right here. His face was right here. And then he was moving, like, right here where he tapped. Then he moved over there again. And he saw me. Those red glowing eyes. That was nuts. Okay, guys. I'm going to see you on the next one. Have a good day. And you will see me and my subscriber playing the spinner in Roblox tomorrow. I will see you all there. Have an amazing day. And oh my god, this was terrifying as fuck. Bye, guys.